What's poppin', YouTube family? It's your boy The White. Welcome back to the channel, Silverback Siage. Hope all is well with everybody. First off, do me a huge favor. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. And hit that bell icon when I post new content so you can be notified when I post new content. Well, today I actually plan to go ahead and, even though we're a few weeks away from actually spring being official, it's time for me to give y'all that list for 2023 and what I'll be reaching for. Keep it locked. Spring 2023, here we go. First one, Prada Loom. With that one right there, what you end up getting is a lot of powdery iris, a little spicy, and definitely like the quintessential like offers fragrance. That's what most people kind of refer to it as. It's at the 11th spot on my list because it's one that I don't reach for all the time. I do like Iris a whole lot, and that's what it specializes in. It's the powdery version, not the lipsticky version. But I would have to say it's not one that I just crave all the time. It's one I like to pop on here and there, especially when I'm actually either going into the office or just going somewhere casual, just relaxing. But it's a very good scent, and to me, one I will be reaching for in the spring. Next one, Banana Republic Vintage Green 78. Now this one here I picked up at the neighborhood Burlington's. Very green scent. Green, refreshing, almost like a refreshing mojito type of vibe. Just something that a really cold drink with a little bit of a minty nuance to it. It's like a fresh, spicy scent that, like I said, most importantly is green. To me, perfect for the spring. These used to be $19.99 at Burlington. I picked this one up for $22.99. But if you see this one in your neighborhood Burlington's, especially coming up this spring and going into the summer, because I rock it in the summer a little bit too, but to me it's especially good for spring, being green as it is. And it has some floral nuances to it as well. For the price, it's awesome. Because if you buy it off of Banana Public website, I think they was charging like $70 for these fragrances within this icon family. $22.99, you can't beat it. Next one, Acquedillo Profondo Lights. Haven't wore this one in a while because it's been out of season for me. Keeps that Acquedillo DNA, but it's more in that Profondo version of that DNA. So it's marine, a little aquatic, but this one here adds a little bit of greens to it as well, which Profondo kind of stays more marine, more aquatic, more blue fragrance heavy. This one kind of strays away from that with the greens. Very refreshing scent, and one that is versatile. You can wear it anytime, anywhere, no matter what the occasion, whether it's casual on up to a suit and tie if you'd like to, but I probably wouldn't go that route. I'd choose something else. But this one here, awesome. And it's probably one that I've been hearing rumbles that they might be wanting to discontinue it, so I would definitely tell you to pick up a bottle before it's gone. Next one, Salvatore Ferragamo Acqua Essenziale Blue. That's a mouthful for sure. Now this one here, while being a wonderful smelling blue fragrance, and to me could be considered to be a little bit cloying when it gets real hot because of the spiciness to this blue fragrance. It's one that to me deviates from your typical blue fragrance or aquatic or marine scent. It adds some spices to the scent to the point to where, to me, it would be highlighted better in spring and fall time. But if you're in strong like of blue fragrances, this is one that flies under the radar, doesn't get talked about very much, but to me is right there with your Bleu de Chanel's, your Y family, and Sauvage. Next one, Chanel Platinum Egoist. Now this one here, grown man in a bottle. Mm, mm, mm. This one's more of your barbershop-ish type of scent, fougere, but it's aromatic. You got lavender and you got greens in here. One that last actual fall, I actually didn't have as much time with it to really stick it into last year's fall video. I actually might have even acquired this one after fall, after spring. I mean, from last year. But this one is a very, very grown man version of your spring scent. So you put your nice Oxford on or your polo shirt, spray that one on. You don't smell dated or like an old man, but it's fresh greens, aromatic with that lavender touch to it. Awesome scent. One that I'll definitely be reaching for. Next one. The best Green Hours Tweed clone, in my humble opinion, out there. Trainer Weed by Armoff. Now, what do you get with this one? You get some powderiness to it, and you get some violet within this scent here. But to me, you are allowed to relive the Green Hours Tweed nuances and that scent profile without having to spend $470 something retail or on discounters for around your $220 to $250 range for a 100 ml bottle. You can get this bottle right here for anywhere between 21 and 25 bucks. It used to be about $19.99, creeping up a little bit because more people is actually starting to hear about it. But this is one that I'll always have in my collection because it's one that's very, very fresh, Irish Spring type of scent profile, like you fresh out the shower and you knew what you was doing when you was grooming yourself before you left the house. Next one. Hitting to the Tom 40 Ford family with Gray Vetiver. And this is the Eau de Parfum concentration. Now this one here. Fresh vetiver, of course, hence the name. But with this one here, it is very long lasting for a fresh fragrance, but it actually is a little bit more upscale than your typical one that you'll just run into at just any Macy's or Dillard's on a consistent basis, because they are starting to carry Tom Ford fragrances there for retail. But this one here is very versatile in the sense that you can go from white tee to a suit and still fit in with this scent profile right here. Woody, aromatic, and citrus is the best way to say it, but the vetiver in here is a little earthy, but it's not that earthy to the point to where it's make you want to frown your nose up type of vetiver. Next one. We're going to my second favorite house now, Bond number 9 with Greenwich Village. A fairly new acquisition to my collection. Now, what do you get with this one? Because it's a scent that to me is featured for your spring, maybe a little fall mixed in there, but mostly spring for me. What you get fresh, you get florals, you get sweet, but as it dry down, the vanilla and the praline comes to fruition for it there. It's a very, very unisex scent for one. So a man can wear it and a woman can sport this thing. And to me, it smells different on both sexes within reason. I would spray it on and spray it on my wife at the same time, and we could both rock it and not smell exactly alike, but you still get certain nuances that are very, very similar. But it's not so unisex or feminine leaning to the point to where a man can't rock this one here. So this one here, when that wind catches it, it definitely is very special in those instances. Next one. While most people say they want to stick it in their summer list, to me, YSLY Eau de Parfum can be a little cloying when it's real, real hot, but it's one of my favorite fragrances as far as that scent trail. The sillage on this one is amazing with that apple and sage to add a little bit of spice, and then as it dry down, you get a little vanilla in there. And if I'm not mistaken, this one, yes, it does have some tonka bean. I wanted to say some ambroxan, but it doesn't. But so you do get a citrus feel. You do get some greens. That apple reigns supreme throughout the whole fragrance. But this one here is really, really good with a little bit of spice. But it's sweet to the point with that tonka bean dry down to where it can be a little bit too much if you overspray it in the summer. Second to last. This one here made one of my summer lists. And I would have to say with that T note in this one right here, Armoff's Club de Nuit Sillage which is another one that gives a powerful sillage and scent trail. But to me, that tea note in here, and with it resembling Silver Mountain water the way it does, to me, it's a better fit in the spring going into summer than necessarily making it a summer scent. But to me, you get that Silver Mountain water vibe without as much of the inkiness and a little bit more of that tea freshness and citruses in there than per se Silver Mountain water, because some people don't like the inkiness. But this one here, perfect for the spring. And like I said, you hit yourself with a few sprays of that. When the wind catches that one, it catches attention, because I wore it one day to the grocery store and was 2 hours over from somebody that I grew up with, and they could smell it from there. And I hadn't even sprayed no whole bunch. I didn't go crazy with it. So that one there, powerful. Good with that wind catching it. And last but not least, my favorite spring scent as of right now, Bleecker Street by Bond Number 9. Some people call it Prince in a bottle because of the color scheme. What do you get with this one? Fresh cut grass vibes, but you actually get that blueberry nuance and some greens. And then as it dries down, you get the caramel and a little bit of mossy aquatic vibes throughout the lifetime of that fragrance. But that's a very, very special scent profile, which I've been led to believe that there's a fragrance by, I believe, Ralph Lauren Polo that's like purple label. I don't know which one came out first. I think they said that this kind of resembles that. I've never got my nose on that one, but this is one that I always would like to have in my collection. And to me, it's perfect in the spring. What fragrances would you guys be actually looking forward to getting your hands on, or actually breaking out within your collection come this spring 2023 in a few weeks? Leave a comment in the comments and let me know what you'll be wearing. How many of these do you actually have and will be reaching for within your collection? Or if there's something that I might need to have in my collection for next spring, let me know in the comments. Holler at your boy. That's my time. Peace.